Hi everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm a social media manager from Cape Town, South Africa. I work together with the SmythOS team and with the help of Alexander de Ridder, the co-founder, we built Content Spark AI. The purpose of Content Spark AI is to help me and other social media managers, anyone really with a professional presence on LinkedIn, actually find newsworthy articles within their industry, create valuable, not boring content, and to publish it on their LinkedIn profiles with high quality visuals and text. This video is quite lengthy, but it takes you through every single step. Nothing is left uncovered. There's quite a lengthy section of this video that contains CSS fixing. You're welcome to skip this part and forward to the functionality of Content Spark AI towards the end of the video, but it is well worth the lessons. So enjoy, and I hope that you find this tool valuable, as much as valuable as I found it.
Thank you, Taylor. Content Spark AI was a team effort, built to help professionals create and share valuable content more easily. This video walks through the entire process step by step, showing exactly how everything was put together from start to finish. Let's get into it.
I want to create this in lovable content, and with SmythOS powering it backend API.
Cool.
Lovable also provides you with authentication plugin over Superbase and Lovable, and with Sprite integration. And we won't do that in this project. Overall, I want to make sure that our application has truly MVP and not too ambitious, but still valuable to the user in terms of helping them be simple. One key constraint is that we need to ensure that the agent in SmythOS is actually something you can build. For example, by using So this is my prompt. I'll copy this and I'll put it underneath here and say, okay, so let's analyze what I just did, okay? Here's my business idea. This is your text that you provided, okay? And then this here is things that I wrote to clarify to Gemini to understand how we want to achieve it. And the clear ask is, help me refine the project idea so I can achieve it in MVP in short time frame. Okay. So I want to create it in Lovable and SmythOS. Lovable handles authentication, payment, but we don't do that. I really want to make sure it is truly MVP, not too ambitious, but still valuable. And then a constraint is you may be a little bit too ambitious into what Smyth can easily do, and you may be too ambitious into what APIs and how much it's going to cost us to get access to it. And Canva, I don't even know if what you're trying to do is possible, so I just put potential concern. So overall, the outcome of this should be that we have a refined business idea that's perhaps a little bit more achievable than what you put out here. So let's go look at what Gemini comes up with. So already you see this is a lot more clear. So I'm going to copy the response, go back here, and I'm going to say under idea, I'm say, right, idea version 0.1, and then paste from Markdown. And so now let's go to the one I'm actually going to delve into because it's been vetted a little bit more. So keep the project, so concentrate on delivering core value. Here, I don't think that this is actually an issue. So I'm going to give that feedback to AI, right? Okay. AI power recommended. Okay. Okay. So we're breaking down the complexity step by step now.
So my thinking there was that most people who are creating their own content would have a professional Canva account.
Okay. Give me a second to write it down. Okay, simple save videos list. Let's read this here. So do not use the Canva API. Okay. Okay, do you see my feedback? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so far, the real art, like the skill. Okay, so we're almost done here. Okay, and this here. Okay, so this is my feedback. You can see idea 1.0. And then we're going to go back to Gemini. I'll add my feedback. You see what it comes back with? And then we're going to have idea version 1.2. But before I get in Lovable, I need to really work through my project. All right, so still down here. Okay, I'm gonna copy that. A lot of people use AI and then don't really read the output, Taylor. That's how we don't learn. We're yielding our cognitive process to AI. It's really important that we dance with AI back and forth. Okay. This is exactly the kind of refinement leads to a strong focused MVP. You correctly identify the 8 areas that add complexity. Let's incorporate your vision. Okay. So the ultra lean MVP, the text post first approach, will simplify the output to be incredibly valuable and fast to build. User authentication, agree. Custom topic input, I agree. And here I have a question, right? Does that make sense?
100%.
I love this. Yeah, I love this too. Okay, let's look at the Canva situation. Here, let's try this out, okay? We'll follow the steps and see if this is true. I don't want to be signed in. It's signed me in anyway. LinkedIn quotes template. Okay, so I'm gonna take, is this free? How do I know? Okay, this is free, this is
Yeah, it
pro. So I take this one, and now I do what? It says go to template. There's share in the top right. Share. Okay. And that would be the template. Okay. Okay, so let's try this link. I have the link. Clicking on it takes me straight there. Okay. Oh, they have to paste it themselves. I see. So they didn't provide a programmatic way. So the proposal of the AI is that you can identify a series of templates that are free and then let the user choose the template, then choose which template would be most appropriate based on the topic from a saved set of templates. So you can like visualize these pictures. You can visualize these in a database. And then No, the text would go inside of them. And then instead of automatically filling it out, then the proposal's MVP would link to the Canva and make an easy way for you to copy paste. So if you click customize the template, you would then just copy paste it yourself in here. I'm actually a little bit more interested in, okay. Okay, so I want to push this a little bit forward. So feedback. All right. Love this. Feedback. Yeah, the rest has that already. So that's great component that also has a use search feature. Love this. Love this. Okay, so here I want to give a feedback. Okay, I'll copy this again, and you know the drill, right? You see, I'm not delving straight into lovable, because if I did, I would run into obstacles.
Yeah, this really helps.
And you can apply this process for anything you want to build.
Mm.
Okay. Final plan confirmed. Okay. Fantastic edition. Okay. Okay. Just confirmed. Confirmed. Okay, user input. The topic and the persona. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is new. Okay. 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 Now we want to try this, the automatic graphic generator. No, I'm not gonna write Python code here. Okay, this one I need to push back a bit. That might just work. So let's go to labs. Okay. So I'm gonna try something real quick. It's a quick experiment. What if you do not need to have a Canva product, and it just generates an image automatically.
I did initially think of that, but I've tend to always go back to Canva because of the volatility of the AI image creation.
Okay, let's try this though, because I don't know if you tried Imagen 4. So
No, I
it
haven't.
says, a minimalist and professional graphic for a LinkedIn post. The design should be clean and corporate, featuring a subtle background with a cool tone gradients from slate blue to dark gray. In the center, display the following text in a bold, white, modern sense. Okay, the text, okay. And then when I go here, I click on square. And let's try this. Okay, now I want to challenge the assumptions for this here. And I'm going to go and, okay, what do you think of that, Taylor? Does that surprise you?
Yeah, it's a lot better than I thought.
Okay, so based on that, I think we have a solution here. So all we need, I don't think we support Imagen v4 yet. I'll ask the team real quick to add this. What components uses that? You just check out and create agents. I have an idea that you um I'm just gonna copy this here so you have the prompts for the variation here. Okay, this is where the actual work happens. Honestly, once you have it all defined, things become very robotic, and an agent could almost be conceived that does everything from there. But the art in it, the human part in it, is where you need to. Hey, you got to even think of, oh, what if I use this instead? AI will not do that for you. One moment here. Okay. Okay, I think I have a project plan here. Replace this with this one. And then it said here, week 5. Are you kidding me? We're gonna do all this in 2 days. What are you talking about?
It's clearly how to make it.
Come on, get lost, AI. This is Perta. This is Perta for the cat. Okay, I'm not going to do database schema yet. Let's see. No, that's not needed here. Okay, let's read it. Okay, Content Spark AI. That's what it's called, Content Spark. We're gonna rename the folder too. It's called Content Spark. No?
No, yeah, I like it. I like it.
Okay, so a vision statement to create definitive API of Power Spec. Trending news, okay. Okay. Core user problem, this is good. Core feature, user story. As a user, I want to be able to sign up and log in securely. My preference is saved. Okay. Users, okay, this is authentication. This is fine. As a I want to specify my topic and target audience to get to is highly relevant. I think that is more than highly relevant based on what's trending with my audience right now. Do you agree with that? That's an improvement, right? The main dashboard. Okay. We're not going to do a drop down for target persona. Okay. As a user, I want the app to find a relevant news article and write a complete LinkedIn post. Okay, it generates that. As a user, I don't want to use another tool. I want to create beautiful, unique image for my post directly within the app. And I say, which are then easy to copy and paste into my circuit button. The stretch goal here then would be that what if I can directly connect my LinkedIn account and post it with one click? That would be even cooler. Then you have a buffer competitor and then just add a calendar and then you're a millionaire. Generate complete text posts. Easy. Okay. So this would be like technical implementation. These are the features. Then let's split that up a little bit. I'm going to enter a horizontal line. Okay. Insert, center. Okay, I accept the project plan completely. Okay, we now have a full project plan. So now that we do this, I want to make a better technical implementation. So I'm going to see here, of course, final. This is the final idea. And I'm first going to take this here, and this is the final idea. And this actually like 1.0. So now we're going to go to technical implementation. And technical, I'm going to split it up in a few sections. But I first want to get a feel for what we just made. I'm going to open a brand new chat. And I'm just going to say, visualize this for me in HTML. Is not lovable, but it will help me just wrap my head around what it is that we're building. Meanwhile, I think we can probably start another Gemini chat and give the project brief. And above is my project root. Now create a list of all the pages that it needs to create. You have a nice project. Nobody on YouTube when the videos ever shows you this process, Taylor. So usually your video will start already, you know exactly what you want. But the prep work is important. Oh, I didn't show. Didn't we say we were going to store like history for? Okay. It didn't do what I wanted. It just made a beautiful visualization of the prompt. It's still pretty. It's still pretty. Okay, so I disagree with this. I think that this is all about like text. I think we need to go straight into it wants to do like a marketing page. Okay, I'm gonna copy this here and let's go back to our document. We start with pages and then paste this from right down. And I'm gonna start doing my feedback again. You agree with these?
Yeah, I'm just reading through them.
You agree with that? Okay, let's see. No login page. This will be the same. I feel like I'm a teacher who's reviewing the AI students' work. I'm just highlighting and grading the paper right now, essentially. Yeah. I'm working through it because it's your idea. If it was my idea, I would just go straight to the full write-up, Taylor. But since it's your idea, I'm working through it to make sure it can turn your raw idea into something that's really well thought out. Copy this here. This is pages. Right, and okay. Okay. So based on this here, I'm gonna now ask it to update my project plan. Okay, so the pages is now matching this. So I'm gonna go to Emojipedia and star. And I'm gonna go with glowing star. And I'll mark the ones that are done here. Okay, the next thing we need to do is build out the Smyth agent. And to do SmythAgent, I need to just write a prompt. And say, the project plan and the previous, you have a great idea of what API to you need to do this. And SmythOS will provide us with an API each skill. Do not confuse this with anything subconstance related. This will handle email authentication and data storage. This will be directly integrated in my own content. At the same time, we will use the edge functions in Superbase to call our SmythOS API security. There's something missing. There's something missing I just thought of. I'll paste the prompt in here for now. What we're missing is a way for us in a database to keep log of who uses what and how much. I want to be able to say somebody's abusing it and know it from my. So I'm gonna create here the database. Let's say prompt. Okay. I don't think we need to change that previous thing. Okay. 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 I pressed enter too early. If I can stop, I can keep going. Output. Do you understand this part? Okay. All right. So here we have the different skills. I will copy it in here. Paste from Markdown. Okay. So let's read it. A user. What's the topic? This is exactly what we need. The output. I don't want to define the exact output structure. I want to leave that up to SmythOS. So I'm actually going to delete this. If you go too detailed, then you're constraining Weaver, right? I'm not going to give an example here. Input and output is sufficient. Actually, in this case, it's okay because it's not depending on the API. Output is just a prompt. Here, this would require us to do another scrape, Taylor. So I actually don't like this. It will cost us twice. So if we already found the news over here with the text, we already paid for the text extraction. So why would I want to pay twice to go and extract it again by URL? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm surprised you would have suggested that.
But that's because AI is not as smart as humans. For no matter how smart it is, it can be pretty idiotic, right? I'm going to say the text of the article chosen by the user. So I just change it to article content, okay? There's no, yeah. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to change the input. This is acceptable because this is an AI output. This is good. Okay, generate final image. Oh, I see. An MVP, do we stick to one aspect ratio and then later on we allow people to change it? Or do you want to, from the very beginning, let people choose their aspect ratios? I think we should probably keep it simple for now.
Yeah, if anything, I think we could maybe change it to a 4, what is it, 3:4? The new Instagram aspect ratio, because then you can use it across platforms if you really wanted to.
Okay, but over here, I did only have 3 options. You see this?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, stick to 1 by 1.
Okay, this is experience again, right? Okay, so the client will construct the final prompts by combining the user selected input final prompts. Okay, this is fine. Image URL. Imagen support 4 will be available soon in Smyth. So we'll make the agent today with a lesser AI model. And then when Imagen 4 is available, we'll just swap out the model and you'll have the same results as in my demo here. Okay. Imagen 4 is really good with text. With text. There's no text bugs here, right? You see it's perfect. Exactly what we asked for.
Yeah.
I guess it gives a URL, but then it needs to be stored. But then the output needs to be stored in the database because we do not store it forever. But that is not a SmythOS problem. That is a Pages problem. So let's make sure we add it to our prompt here. Save to library. Okay. Saving to library stores the generated image and I sometimes work with my kid and he's, Dad, why do you use words like ephemeral? Who uses words like that? Okay. So I'm gonna give this back to AI. Okay. Okay. 100%. Okay. Okay. This one I'm not going to evaluate myself. This is too much. So I'm just going to leave this in here. Okay. Now we need to also do a style. We need to design the style. For this tutorial, I'm using Gemini, fine. Okay. So this is my prompt. So I'll put it in here too. Okay. So I have my prompt, and then I will provide some images. So next thing we need to think about what websites we want to, what websites had a style that would be good. So actually I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back here and say, please search the web for a few websites that you think are look amazing for this same type of audience that would love our project of this one. Yeah. Those sites can inspire me by their design system. Find the best sites and then make your thorough top 5 list and return the URLs. We'll ask AI to find some websites, then we can look at them And if we like something, we can then turn that into a design system. Okay, so it says pitch.com has an excellent site. Let's take a look at this. This looks pretty. I don't want to do Jasper. Linear is black and white, I think. And so apparently people are trying to call me. Yeah, I don't, this is too dark. All right, let's go to the first one. Also, based on the target audience, develop a color palette that will most resonate with this audience and this offer that will improve my engineering. Different hex values. It believes we should go with violet. Action green, violet and green curse. That is not gonna work for me. No. Okay, but I have a website I like, so we're gonna go with pitch.com. And for that, I'm going to just take some screenshots. Now, I'm gonna go to Gemini, do a new chat, and I'm gonna start here. This is one. Number two. And then I want to go to like their help center. Oh, a little bit too purple for my liking. I have to go in a minute. Let's just start with these so we can wrap up this recording. And I'm gonna do this prompt. And then the output of it will be a JSON file that will give me a full design system. And it's including font families as well. See, it has everything. Right, so with this in place, we now know what pages to make, how the pages should look, how the database should be structured, and how to build our Smyth agent. And so in the next time, we can then build the Smyth agent with that. We can build Lovable, can then say, build these pages, use these APIs from Smyth. This is how you do the database, and this is the style. The last thing that I would normally do is I would take everything that we've made so far. So idea plus pages v2 plus SmythOS plus database plus style. I would give everything to AI in one giant prompt. And I would say, here's my total project scope. Evaluate the quality for it and tell me if I'm missing anything. And I would do one more refinement on it with the whole thing. And then from there, I would start implementing. Okay, I have a call coming my way now, so talk to you later.